Alright guys, I've watched this video for January 29th, which is going to be Monday. I really don't want to talk that long because I'm just coming off of our two-day course. It was 9 to 4 on Saturday and 9 to 6 today. So what is it, 16 hours? And I don't have much of a throat left. We already got an email, so I wanted to share this with you. I thought that was really nice. Anytime somebody starts off an email to myself and Wayne and they entitle it "Dear Legends," I'm gonna share that. I don't care. I could get 10 of these a day. I'm sharing every one of them. I don't get those that often, though. I would love to get a Dear Legends email every day. But anyway, I thought this was really nicely done. I blacked out or redded out the name because I didn't ask for permission to share it. So without the name, you could see the content there, and I'm not going to read it or anything. I just thought that was really nice, and really, really proud of everybody that attended because, people are out there playing all weekend. Some people were in our course literally spending 16 hours with us this weekend. All right, so I'm going to try to be short and sweet here because my throat's killing me. The SPY just, looks like a couple red days after this big climb, and then boom, straight up again. So strongest market in a long, long time, and we're sitting at all-time highs in the market. And it's actually kind of a long list, so I'm just going to rip through them. All right, MYSE has been really strong, nice volume on these pops, kind of flagging here, and it looks like it's trying to resolve from this consolidation to the upside. So that one goes on watch. CVO still just holding the 5.8 and the 5.20, holding support here. Keeps trying to spike up, but it just won't get going. But I'm going to keep watching it. I mean, you can see this would have been Thursday, big spike. This would have been maybe Tuesday, big spike. And then you see these volume spikes on Friday, but it just could never get going. But it's still a pretty handsome daily chart with a spike here, spike here, spike here. Nice support below. I still think this might rip one of these days. CAPR, nice breakout. And held up fairly well. So we're going to see if we get a red to green or something like that on Monday. Seed. I don't love this, but it did have pretty big volume and held up pretty well. Over the two-day high is interesting because he had this big volume spike here and a pullback to basically the 20-day. And it's kind of consolidating for the last 3 or 4 days. If I switch to maybe 60s, you'll be able to see it. Last 3 or 4 days, kind of topping out right around here. Again, I don't love this one. If I had to take something off my list, that might be the one. GSUM, nothing too compelling here, other than it had a high back here, 1339, and then it came all the way back up and hit on Thursday, 1338. So it's certainly interesting, right? Over 1340. If you have a horizontal line here. And then if we switch to intraday, you'll see another reason why it's interesting. This was Thursday, massive volume spike. And since then, it is literally trading inside of this 15-minute candle. All the rest of Thursday and all day Friday. So day and a half inside of this big candle. So if this resolves to the upside, we might get a nice move. It's a little bit extended on the short-term chart, but I still want to watch it. OHGI had the gap up. Sold off, gapped up again, sold off, gapped up a little bit again and sold off, but you've got 3 red days, a little bit of a bottoming tail here, so we're looking for a turn back up on Monday. We'll see. RVLT, big volume spike here, 3 days lower into the 20-day, looking for a bounce there. WGO, every now and then I try to put some stocks that are pretty beaten up in the short term as a bounce play. Potential bounce play, and we teach in our course how to play these, so we'll see. This couple days lower, big volume on Friday. We'll see if it gives us a setup. Again, that is not a bullish chart, but it is a good chart to watch for an intraday bounce. Remember, I'm an intraday trader where I'm in cash every night, so I'm looking for ways to make money the next trading day, and that's it. All right. So you kind of have the same scenario with CRR, 2 big down days, even bigger volume on Friday, and we'll be watching for some kind of low risk bounce play on Monday. OHGI, I know I had this one on watch already, didn't I? Let's see. No wonder my list is so long. Got it on there twice. CARA. Big volume here. And a couple days lower. So this is a really nice breakout over 14 bucks. on Wednesday, right? Look at the resistance at 14 here, 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 and then you got this big volume breakout, very clean pullback, couple red days on lower volume. Certainly goes back on watch for a bounce tomorrow. EBIO spiked up to about $1 here, kind of little cup and handle over the course of maybe 3 weeks, and it's trying to break out. We'll see if we can get a follow-through day tomorrow. CXW, big volume spike on Friday and a nice strong close over maybe 2 months worth of trading. We're going to watch that one for a follow-through day. SPI, I got to zoom in a little bit. You guys know I've been watching this one for a while, and as I zoom in, we finally have a green candle. All these candles, sellers won on an intraday basis. Finally have a green candle. So let's watch this one. You kind of have a flag here or consolidation. This one might break to the upside. I think it's interesting. All right. DELT seems to have found really nice support. A little bit of an extra volume spike on Friday and kind of closing near a 2-day high. So potential long there. And lastly, I've got OPTT. Let me pan out a little bit. So you had a little bit of extra volume. What was this? Tuesday? Pulled back Wednesday, Thursday, and then right back to that high from Tuesday on that big volume day. This one has room to run over this kind of last week's high. I would note, though, the 200-day is right above at 131, so that could be resistance. That one's worth watching. We're going to add some gappers to our watch list, and believe me, that's plenty to watch between this and a gap playlist tomorrow, and that'll be plenty to watch. So I'm going to go try to give my throat a little bit of rest, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.